Welcome back to another week of weekly outlook. Talk about DXY first. So basically, we are well within the monthly fair value, but no sign of actually going bearish yet at this moment. We have 2 or 3 days more to actually close out the monthly candle over here. Nothing's very obvious whether we are going for lower unless we have the next few days USD news that's causing the bearish order flow, but at this moment, no, I don't think so. We have a lot of weekly fair value created at it below. Price would still be able to mitigate all this fair value and continue upside movement. So we just have to see right now. It's definitely bullish on the DXY. With that being said, with that being said, we can definitely say that a lot of those major pairs correlation with USD would be bearish. On weekly wise, it's definitely going lower since maybe a month ago. No sign of retracement yet at this moment. Similar to euro dollar, same for pound, unless we see a very significant move. Dollar as well. USD CAD definitely bullish for now. Yeah, took out the low, all is sell side liquidity from a lot of weekly fair value over here. So we just have to wait for price to come back into all this higher time frame POI, and then we can look for lower having confirmation for long. So I have the weekly market out. On the dollar Swiss franc, this is relatively a little bit weaker than the rest. Just because the Swiss franc is strong. Dollar Japanese yen, this is bullish as well. Wanted to actually long this from the opening yesterday, but the price actually opened right at the TP level, so it's a no trade for me. Want to cover a little bit on the gold long. Initially, we had daily POI being mitigated. At this point of time, to me, it's just not clear yet, just because price came back down to this 4 hours fair value. It did not create a higher high, but instead create a lower low. But the Friday close actually made me had the bias on bullish for gold. Created a 4 hour fair value. So what I did yesterday was actually to wait for M50. So price open on Sunday night over here. A lot of people might actually look at this and tiny to the M15 fair value over here for long. But to me, at this point of time, it's 8 o'clock p.m. Time wasn't just right to me. Usually, if I were to trade Asia session, I would wait until at least 8:30 to 9:30 at the very minimum. So look at what happened here. Price took out the low again, swept more sales and liquidity, created a M15 fair value. That's when we got more confirmation whereby this will actually go higher. Eventually I took a long over here, given the signal in the group. And it hit right at 2 RTP. That's my take profit level. And then during London session, coming into New York session, price took out the Asian low again. Not necessarily Asian low, but this is like the first mitigation point. And then mitigate without any displacement and form actually a M15. I don't think it's M15 to be honest, but it's just made a higher low. So you can actually long from here and then you go all the way right up. I was actually looking for along during the Asian session right now, whereby I'm recording this right now at 9:30 p.m. on a Monday. Wanted the price to actually retrace a little bit deeper, but it just did not. Instead, what it did was to mitigate this 4 hours fair value and then created an M15 and then went right up. So this is not my kind of sweet spot setup for my entry. So I would actually give a miss on this. I would just sit out for this kind of setup. Not my type. Looking at the Aussie dollar, this is 3 week. So if you want to compare the strength on all these types, it's just waiting for looking at this Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar as a pair to check whether which one giving SMT stronger or weaker. Likewise for euro and pound, the same thing. If euro GBP is bullish, we look for long on the euro, vice versa. So so on the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, I was looking at for a short last week. It just didn't happen for the whole week. Look at the sell side liquidity here. I was actually confident with the short here, but we just had to actually wait for the real manipulation. We don't know at this point of time whether it will manipulate once more over here, but um look looks like right now we have a very clear bias that it's going back down to this weekly fair value. The reason why it did not plunge down to this weekly fair value right away is probably building more buy side liquidity at this point of time. And then when price come back down to this um weekly fair value, we can actually look for a pretty good long back to this ERL. So this is definitely on watch, but I think the move will only happen starting from November. I don't think it will be so soon. So we just have to wait for now. Um, Waiting is definitely needed in trading. A lot of people can tell you that waiting patiently is actually a key point to be successful in trading. But I would like to actually explain a little bit more on this one. Um, you don't have to think about waiting for the whole setup to happen for like maybe a month in order to happen, and then one trade you are done. No, the reason why I say that is because you can long here for 2 hours, you can long the second one on 2 hours again, or you can actually hold the whole setup actually to the ERL for first setup. You can actually move stop loss eventually, and then adding size again. So eventually you might not just trade one position. You can actually trade more than one position in order to increase your R. So they were saying that how you want to win in trading is actually to maximize your win. But for me, my trading method is actually to stick with 2R fixed. So if there's a day that I can long here for 2R, TP over here, and then wait for a second day or maybe a third day, and then long for a second position, eventually I might get like multiple position unless it's just manipulated by my news and hit the ERL right away. But given with this kind of large range we have, I would assume that we will have very good chance to long at least twice or even 3 times and above. So let's just wait for this. It's as purple, which is my weekly outlook. I'm currently in New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. I wanted to long this yesterday on Aussie dollar, Japanese yen, but right now it's Aussie dollar looking more bearish to me, whereby we have New Zealand dollar on watch, whereby we have this daily outlook going into 4 hours, and then a 1 hour here. So price did not close below the fair value. I think it's a good sign for us. It might still mitigate one more time, or even actually take out our stop loss over here. I don't really care because this is my rule. I will actually hold until the price hit my TP or even a stop loss. I'll see how it goes. Right now, my stop loss is this one. So this is currently my trade. That's pretty much what I have for this week. Actually, this is a little boring week. I don't see much opportunities coming up. I'll go day by day. I will still post any setup that I take in the group. Um, if you want me to send you the if you want a referral, I can post it in the YouTube link below. So for any information, please ping me in the comments or any DM me in Discord. Thank you.